Across our planet, life has found an astonishing variety of ways to solve the fundamental challenges of existence. One of the most elegant solutions is the skeleton. A skeleton is the hard, structural framework that supports and protects a body. It is the silent architecture that gives a creature its shape, from the towering elephant to the tiniest ant. Without this internal or external scaffolding, most animals would be little more than shapeless puddles, unable to move, unable to hunt, unable to escape danger. We will explore the different kinds of skeletons and see why this framework is so crucial for life as we know it. This journey will take us through a world of remarkable contrasts. We will compare the skeletons that are hidden deep within the body to those worn on the outside, like a suit of armor. The animal kingdom has evolved two primary skeletal strategies. The first is the endoskeleton, which means inner skeleton. This is the design we are most familiar with, it's the one we possess. An endoskeleton is a framework of hard tissues, bone, cartilage, located inside the body. Vertebrates, mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians, fish rely on this internal support. Muscles attached to the outside of bones pulling to create movement. In stark contrast, the exoskeleton, the outer skeleton. Side by side, human arm bone versus lobster claw shell. A rigid, protective covering on the outside of the body. Characteristic of arthropods, insects, spiders, crustaceans, crabs, lobsters. This shell is often made of chitin, serving as armor and as a structural frame. It provides a waterproof barrier, prevents the creature from drying out, and defends against predators. Muscles attached to the inside of the exoskeleton, pulling on segments for movement. The human skeleton is a remarkable piece of natural engineering, an endoskeleton composed of 206 bones in an adult. This intricate framework provides the structure for our upright, two-legged stance, a posture that frees our hands for the complex tasks that have defined our species. While a baby is born with around 300 bones, many of these are made of soft cartilage that gradually fuses and hardens into bone as we grow. This process allows for the flexibility needed during birth and the rapid growth of childhood. Our skeleton is a testament to our evolutionary history, adapted for endurance, dexterity, and intelligence. At the core of our structure are several key components. The skull acts as a bony vault, providing uncompromising protection for our most vital organ, the brain. Below it, the spine, or vertebral column, forms a strong yet flexible central pillar. This S-shaped column of 33 vertebrae supports the weight of the upper body and absorbs the shock of walking and running. Encircling our chest is the rib cage, a bony shield that guards the heart and lungs while allowing for the expansion and contraction needed for breathing. These central structures form the foundation upon which our limbs are built. The bones of the legs, the femur, tibia, and fibula, are the longest and strongest in the body, built to withstand the immense forces of bipedal locomotion. They connect to the pelvis, a sturdy ring of bone that transfers weight from the spine to the legs. In contrast, the bones of the arms are lighter, adapted for reach, manipulation, and precision. The complex arrangement of small bones in our hands and wrists gives us the fine motor control needed to create art, build tools, and communicate. The joints are the ingenious connections that allow our rigid skeleton to become a dynamic system of movement. Where bones meet, they are often cushioned by cartilage and held together by ligaments. The skeleton of a bird is a masterpiece of lightweight design sculpted by the demands of flight. While it shares the same basic vertebrate plan as our own, skull, spine, limbs, it has been radically modified. Many of a bird's bones are hollow, crisscrossed with internal struts. Pneumatization. This creates a frame that is incredibly strong for its weight, minimizing the energy required to become airborne. Furthermore, many bones are fused together, spine, pelvis, creating a rigid, sturdy airframe that can withstand the stresses of takeoff and landing. The most prominent feature of a bird's skeleton is its enormous sternum, the deep keel. It anchors the powerful flight muscles that drive the wings. The larger the keel, the more powerful the bird's flight. In contrast, flightless birds like ostriches have a flat sternum with no need for massive muscle attachments. Wings are modified forelimbs, homologous to our arms, with hand and wrist bones, fused and elongated to support primary flight feathers. Turning to the aquatic world, the skeleton of a fish is perfectly adapted for life suspended in water. Buoyancy reduces the pull of gravity, so a fish's skeleton does not need to be as robust as that of a land animal. Its primary functions are to provide a framework for the muscles used in swimming and to protect the internal organs. The central structure is a flexible spine, allowing side-to-side undulations that propel the fish through the water. Attached to this spine are the delicate bones of the fins, steering, stability, braking. Comparing a fish skeleton to our own reveals profound differences driven by environment. A fish has no need for limbs to support weight, so it has fins instead of legs or arms. Its skull is a complex structure of many moving parts designed to create suction for feeding and to pump water over the gills for respiration. Both humans and fish are vertebrates with a bony endoskeleton, but their bone shapes tell two very different stories, one of a life spent walking on land, and the other of a life spent navigating the dense, three-dimensional world of water. In the world of arthropods, the skeleton is worn on the outside, a formidable suit of armor known as an exoskeleton. For an insect, like a beetle, this external casing is made of a tough, lightweight polymer called chitin, often reinforced with proteins. This shell provides structural support, a waterproof barrier against dehydration, and a first line of defense against predators and physical damage. Unlike our internal bones, the exoskeleton envelops the entire body, legs, antennae, as a series of plates and tubes connected by flexible membranes that act as joints. Muscles are attached to the inside of the shell, and their contraction pulls on different segments, causing the limbs to move. This system of internal leverage is incredibly efficient for small-scale movements, allowing insects to walk, jump, and fly with astonishing speed and agility. However, the exoskeleton is non-living and cannot grow. As the insect gets larger, it must periodically shed its old skin through molting, a vulnerable time until its new larger exoskeleton hardens. If we compare an insect's exoskeleton to our own endoskeleton, the trade-offs become clear. Our internal bones allow for continuous growth and can support a much larger body size. An insect is limited in how large it can become, as a massive exoskeleton would be too heavy to move, and the process of molting would become impossibly difficult. Yet, for their size, insects possess a strength and resilience that is unparalleled. Their armor allows them to thrive in harsh environments and withstand impacts that would shatter our bones. Crustaceans, such as crabs and lobsters, take the concept further by reinforcing their chitinous shell with calcium carbonate, the same mineral found in limestone and seashells. This makes their armor incredibly hard and heavy, providing even greater protection from the crushing pressures of the deep sea and the claws of predators. Like insects, crabs must molt to grow, a process that can take several days. Their powerful claws are hollow exoskeletal tools, operated by large muscles within, capable of exerting immense force. This armored existence is a highly successful strategy in the competitive marine world. Well, that's the remarkable story of armor in the miniature realm, and marine realm. Section 6. The backbone of existence. Spines and skulls. The spine, or vertebral column, is the defining feature of all vertebrates and the central pillar of the endoskeleton. It is a remarkable structure composed of a series of interlocking bones called vertebrae, which run from the base of the skull down to the pelvis. This column provides the main support for the body, but its genius lies in its combination of strength and flexibility. The individual vertebrae are separated by cartilaginous discs that act as shock absorbers, allowing the spine to bend and twist without sacrificing its structural integrity. It is the axis around which our entire body moves. More than just a support rod, the spine also forms a protective bony channel for the spinal cord. The spinal cord is a thick bundle of nerves that acts as the main communication highway between the brain and the rest of the body. Damage to this delicate structure can have catastrophic consequences, so its encasement within the vertebrae is absolutely critical for survival. The shape of the spine varies dramatically among species, reflecting their posture and mode of locomotion. Our own S-shaped curve is a specific adaptation for balancing our body weight over two legs while standing upright. The skull, perched atop the spine, is arguably the most complex part of the skeleton. Its primary role is to form the cranium, a rigid bony case that encloses and protects the brain, but it does much more than that. The skull also provides the framework for the face, housing the sensory organs of sight, smell, and hearing. It forms the upper and lower jaws, which are essential for feeding. Section 7. More than just scaffolding. The living bone. It is easy to think of a skeleton as a dry, inert frame, but in a living animal, bone is a dynamic and active tissue. Bones are constantly being remodeled throughout an animal's life. Specialized cells are always at work, breaking down old bone tissue, building new tissue to replace it. This allows bones to adapt to changing physical stresses. For instance, the bones of an athlete will become denser and stronger in response to regular exercise. Bones can heal themselves after a fracture, knitting back together over weeks or months. One vital hidden function is production of blood cells. Deep within the cavities of larger bones, femur, pelvis, lies soft, spongy bone marrow. Here, hematopoiesis, the creation of blood, takes place. Red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets are all born in the marrow. This links the skeleton to the circulatory and immune systems. The skeleton is also the body's primary mineral reservoir. Bone is a matrix of collagen fibers hardened by calcium phosphate. It stores calcium and phosphorus. These minerals are crucial for many metabolic processes, including nerve function and muscle contraction. If blood levels drop, hormones signal bone to release minerals. When there is a surplus, minerals are deposited back into bone. This dynamic system is essential for growth. Long bones grow from growth plates near their ends. Growth plates are cartilage which produces new cells that harden into bone and lengthen the bone. Growth continues until adulthood when the plates ossify and growth stops. The health of this living system depends on nutrients, particularly calcium and vitamin D. It's truly remarkable. Section 8. Echoes of the Past: Fossils and Evolution. Skeletons are a bridge to the deep past, providing our most tangible connection to animals that lived millions of years ago. The hard tissues of bones and shells are far more likely to survive than soft tissues, and, under the right conditions, they can become fossils. As sediment buries a skeleton, minerals in groundwater gradually replace the original organic material, creating a stone replica of the bone. Paleontologists excavate these fossilized remains to reconstruct ancient ecosystems and piece together the grand story of evolution. Fossil skeletons let us witness monumental transitions in life's history. We can trace the evolution of fish fins into limbs of the first land-dwelling tetrapods. We can see small, feathered dinosaur skeletons gradually become the lightweight airframes of modern birds. The fossil record of our human lineage shows a progression tied to moving from tree climbing to walking upright, including a broader pelvis, an S-shaped spine, and a forward-shifted base of skull opening. Comparing living skeletons with fossil ancestors uncovers homologous structures: the mammal forelimb, human arm, bat wing, whale flipper, horse foreleg, shares a blueprint: a humerus, a radius, an ulna, carpals, metacarpals, phalanges. Though used differently, the shared plan evidences descent from a common ancestor. The fossil record also reveals designs unlike today: colossal sauropod bones posing weight solutions, armored stegosaurs and ankylosaurs showing defense strategies. Each fossil skeleton is a snapshot of an evolutionary experiment, echoes of life's ancient architecture written in stone. Section 9. The unity of form and function. As we have seen, the skeleton, in all its varied forms, is a testament to the power of evolution to shape form for function. It is far more than a simple frame. It is a complex multi-purpose system that provides support, enables movement, offers protection, and participates in the very physiology of the body. Whether it is the internal living framework of a vertebrate or the external armored suit of an arthropod, the design of every skeleton is a direct reflection of the life its owner leads. The demands of the environment and the necessities of survival are the architects of bone and shell. The two great skeletal strategies, the endoskeleton, the exoskeleton, offer different solutions to the same fundamental problems. The endoskeleton allows for large size and continuous growth. The exoskeleton provides protection and mechanical efficiency for smaller creatures. Each design has advantages and limitations, and both have been successful evolutionary pathways over hundreds of millions of years. From the human skeleton, built for endurance and dexterity, to the birds, engineered for lightness and flight, to the fishes, streamlined for aquatic propulsion, we see this principle of adaptation repeated endlessly. The shape of a skull reveals a diet, the structure of a limb reveals locomotion, and the density of a bone reveals the forces it must bear. By learning to read these bony clues, we can understand not just how an animal is built, but why. The skeleton is a blueprint shaped by physics and natural selection. In the end, the study of skeletons reveals a profound unity within the diversity of life. It shows us that for all our differences, we are all solving similar problems: The need for structure, movement, and protection is universal. The skeleton, in its beautiful and astonishing variety, is one of nature's most elegant answers to these challenges. It is the silent, enduring framework upon which the magnificent tapestry of animal life has been woven. Created by K-Health Therapy.